And we are back. 5 for 5 is a creative arts after-school film program with a focus on content creation dedicated to engaging, educating, and inspiring young students. The program encourages students to connect, be empowered, and embrace the culture and the community around them. Joining us, telling us more details is the co-founders of 5 for 5 Films, Josh Raff and Jordan Battiste. And gentlemen, thank you for joining us. And when we talk about really engaging young people in the arts, I know this is something that you want to do and something that you have done. I'll let Josh go first and tell us a little bit about why you decided this was so important.
Yeah, good to meet you. Good to have you. Good to be here, and thanks for having us. You know, it started in the Bronx as a volunteer effort. Jordan and I are content creators ourselves. We were in a band together, and then we started creating music videos and then film work. And we wound up volunteering, bringing a program to a school in the Bronx, High School for Law and Community Service up by Fordham, and just came once a week and just started writing stories with the students as an after-school effort and making short films with them, you know, really low stakes kind of stuff, but putting a camera in their hands and showing them some acting techniques and things like that. And the program grew over the course of the semester. And by the end, the principal became a friend and an ally, and he put us in touch with some of his colleagues. And the next semester, we were doing it in 3 schools. And then, you know, jump cut to right before COVID, we were in 10 schools. Wow. And everything shut down at that point, obviously. You know, on the other side of it, schools were reaching out to us to see if we were coming back. And we didn't know if that was going to be happening. But Jordan and I spoke at length. And we feel like there's something that we have to give and to offer, and that the students that we work with get a lot out of the program. You know, it's really about the self-expression we found. You know, people have asked me, are these kids that are aspiring filmmakers? Do they want to go to film school? And as far as I'm concerned, maybe yes to some, but the majority, that's so far from their radar based on a lot of the environments that they're a part of, you know, outside of school, that we just want to keep them engaged in a program and allow them the opportunity to have a voice and create. And that's what our program really does.
So Jordan, let me bring you in and talk a little bit more about the program. And you got an upcoming film festival, and talk to us about the film festival and what can we expect?
Yeah, the program obviously allows a lot of kids to be expressive. You know, this is an opportunity for them to create stories and you know, for them to embrace their vision for what creativity really looks like. And, you know, the film festival is an opportunity for us to celebrate them. You know, we're going to have, oh my goodness, we're going to have a DJ, we're going to have poets, we're going to have live performances. You know, this is just a great opportunity for kids to really be celebrated. And, you know, we have a bunch of our different schools that are going to be coming together in this space. So this is, you know, this is just a high point in our, in this program.
Yeah. For the kids that be able to have a space, right? It's important, and I think that we've said this a couple of times on this show. When you look at budgets in a school budget, first thing that gets cut sometimes is music, arts, and then also sports. But the way that you've been able to impact young people's lives, you can tell that there are some that really have a budding career in this, and those that really want to make something out of this. So what's the message that you have for those people who may think, you know, hey, well, you know, they're just playing around with cameras and stuff? There's more to it than that.
Yeah, there is more to it than that. You just got to stay in it. You know, I mean, there's so many things out there in the world that's trying to detract from young people and keep us, you know, I mean, you know how crazy the world is now. I mean, there's so many negative things happening in social media. And, you know, this is just an opportunity for kids to stay creative, you know, stay in your vision, you know what I mean? Stay focused on what makes you happy. And hopefully this program is doing that for these young people.
Yeah. Josh, for yourself, seeing these young people take part in the film festival and the part of the film festival, what's it mean for you, given the fact that a lot of talent on display?
Yeah, for sure. It's really great. We did this before COVID, and it's exciting that we're getting the chance to do it again. To see their reactions watching their work on the big screen is really what it's all about. Because sometimes it can be a little laborious on set, and can be sitting around, and not everyone's doing something at all times. But we try to find areas for all of our students to have an impact in a given film. And so then they get to watch that in front of others and watch the films be celebrated. We're not submitting these for Academy Awards per se, but there's some great moments in them. There's some good acting moments. There's some good improvisational moments. There's some good director's choices, and even the person, if we do a hospital scene, for instance, and we are limited with our resources because everything's in school, we'll just write, delivery room and a little sign from time to time, really keep it simple. But that person's the props person and the set designer. And so they have a role in the film. So everything gets celebrated at the festival. It all comes together, and it's a great moment.
For someone who wants to
Yeah.
know what it looks like, in terms of the after-school program, in terms of curriculum and how you guys navigate, talk to me about the program itself and what could a student expect when they visit the after-school program?
Really what we try to practice is no experience necessary. We encourage everyone to come, from beginning to end, week over week, because then you'll develop a skill set. But if somebody wants to step in and stop by 5 weeks in, great, they're welcome. We start with a lot of different creative writing prompts and exercises that we then help the students develop into a storyline or a plot, and then from there into a script, and then from there into being on set and filming. And that's where the expertise of the instructors comes in. We're filmmakers at heart, and we have various skill sets of writing, production, cinematography, and editing, so that we can help guide these novice filmmakers to create a product from beginning to end.
Jordan, you get the last word.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, we've distilled our experiences from shooting films and movies, to commercials, to the different types of productions that we've collectively been on. We have brought those experiences and simplified them into a really simple experience for them to harness, to capture, and to understand really simply. I mean, we've been on sets where there have been so many different moving parts, and I believe a young person can be very flustered if they were to see all the different mechanisms and roles and dynamics. This is just a really easy way for them to understand what's happening, for them to grasp it, to feel like it's possible, that to feel how easy it is to be a director, to step up and be proud and be open and you know what I mean? And this is just it's just a really easy and abbreviated way of seeing what the film set looks like. And they get it. You know what I mean? We move right along and they understand it right away.
Yeah. Well, thank you both for sharing. And listen, want to let people know the upcoming film festival is happening on June 14th from 3 to 5 at 500 East Fordham Road in the Bronx. That's going to be at the third floor library. And gentlemen, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you for having us, Darren. You're invited as well.
Thank you. And I want to tell the public too, if you want more information, you can visit the website at 5for5films.com and then follow them on Instagram at 5for5_films.